Right. Hi, everybody. Hi, Marieta. Good
Hello,
to
Aurora.
connect with
How are
you.
you doing?
Doing well,
I'm
thank
doing
you.
fine.
Good, good.
Yes.
This is our second Multidimensional Comedy Club episode, and we're both going to be talking about or give our lateral thoughts on reward. What is a reward? What is the reward system all about? And again, this is not rehearsed, this is not scripted, this is free flow chat with a cup of coffee because
Yes.
some of you asked.
I also have my coffee.
Good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Lovely, lovely. And lovely morning for this. So
Yes, yes, we have all sunshine. Do you have sunshine?
fantastic. Yes, we have sunshine as well. We've got a midwinter sunshine on this side of the south, and you all guys are obviously going into summer.
Yeah, we just started yesterday, started the
Uh,
summer official. So
Excellent. And as we speak, we are also talking as we talk in the preparation of this the solstice, the eclipse coming in, the ring of fire, which happens
yes.
apparently every 19 years. And we're ushering it in with our humble discussion on reward.
Yeah, rewards. Yes, yes. Yeah, we all are connected with rewards. We give rewards, we receive them, and yeah, yeah. In the past, I did get rewards for uh, being good at driving on a horseback riding. So yeah, that was a good time.
That was
Now I don't do any competition or something, so that's that kind of reward I don't get at the moment.
well, that's just bad because now you can't use that reward for anything, can you?
No,
Unless
no.
you teach someone.
Now I have to find yeah rewards in my daily life and yeah give them to myself like now now we started the comedy club
Yeah,
and multidimensional comedy club
mm,
and yeah that's also a reward for me like
yeah. Myself. This is a little
yeah
extra side to a little extra face that we're seeing is from what we normally discuss and share with our friends and our subscribers. We are also sharing the other side to our spiritual views on the subjects that come up, and these are not these just come up from what we're experiencing in the current timeline that we're in, or timeline fusion, because that's what it feels like, a fusion of time. Um, so I feel I would like to ask you if there's, okay, so reward. What is it that makes us grateful? What is the reward system? Is it an emotional level? Is it a spiritual level? Or is it something that we were born to expect? Did we have expectations of being rewarded? What would your thoughts be on that? How do you feel? What do you think?
I don't think we are when we are born that we are immediately are connected with the reward system. I think that's something that's that develops automatically because you are acting on something. You are hungry and you're crying, and and then you notice when you do something this way, then people are happy and they are paying attention to you. And when you're doing that way, then they ignore you. So that's how the reward system is starting.
Mm,
And for me, it's really connected to Earth. I it has to do with the spiritual learnings on Earth, but I think it's really an Earth
Based.
subject. Yeah, it's all to do with the black and white, with the duality, and it's all also the reward system, how people are responding to rewards.
Okay, so you
'Cause-
were sorry there. You said what is it's connected to duality. Is that what you think?
yes,
Okay,
yes, that's what I.
it's
Yeah.
funny. I actually was thinking the same thing. So,
Okay.
um, what is your thought on it? What is this? Okay, so my understanding of reward, right, has something to do with the sense of expectation, which is created afterwards. So if I do this and I'm going to reward myself, if I do exercise all week, then I'm going to look like a supermodel at the end of whatever X time that I've put in. That's the expectation, right? That's the reward. That's the subconscious reward. So duality. Can you share your thoughts on that duality thing?
Yeah, I think
With
the
regards to the
reward thing, like you're getting a ribbon for something, or you get a diploma, or you get people are liking you. It's about good and bad.
ah
The good and bad is in the reality. So uh, the reward we receive, we eager because everybody wants rewards. It's like, yeah, it's part of the feeling, the feeling good feeling, the being important feeling, the feeling being having friends or being seen. And yeah, that's being seen. That's also something
yeah.
that's really connected with it.
So the latest thoughts, my latest thoughts that I've been having is I know that there's been a lot of stories going around about well, let me not say stories, let me just say observations made about uh, the matrix as a separate entity which exists. I think it comes from the movie The Matrix, obviously. It's so everybody's just run along with it. But I've been wondering to myself, does the matrix not consist out of the human system that keeps the reward frequency going? For example, the emotional reward or the spiritual reward for if something happens to, if there's this, for example, all of this that's been going on in the world right now, there's this chaos, okay, and it's a hemorrhaging of chaos. um must be some sense of reward for this. I mean, there must be some sort of feeding off of this particular of the actions. Would you say? What do you think? There must be some feeding off.
Yeah, yeah. When you mentioned the word matrix,
Yeah.
I always get a bit itchy because the word matrix is used in a lot of different
Yeah.
senses. So I don't know exactly what's meant by the matrix. Like it's a grid around the earth, but there are holes in it. So and it's also the matrix is also like we are here and somebody else is watching us. We are like puppets. So
Mm.
I don't know what the matrix is. I don't think when you worry about that, then you are going to get stuck, and then you
Yeah.
are stuck in a matrix.
Yeah.
And I think the matrix has also to do with the tunnel vision
Mm.
we are in now.
Yes.
And when you connect that with the reward system, then when you are in that matrix and then you are just looking for that reward, what's on the end of that tunnel.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And this, so what I'm trying to do is to stay out of the tunnel, to stay out of the matrix.
Mm.
And then people say, yeah, but you're connected with the matrix. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm not connecting me with it.
Correct.
So when other people say, I'm connected with the matrix. That's their point of view. It's not mine. So I stay out of it. I'm not in any matrix. Because the matrix, when you define it and when you tear it down to one piece, then it's just energy.
Correct.
Okay. And when you are stuck in energy, energy is nothing. You can do anything with energy. So maybe it's fun to tell a little story about how my process.
Go ahead.
Okay. For years I was stuck in a pit. In a deep pit, I was stuck and I was chained. That's the feeling I had.
Yeah.
And I worked on it, on the chains, and I tried to remove them, and I tried to free me from it, and I tried everything to unchain myself. But then I thought, maybe when everything is energy, and I'm energy, and the chains are energy, then I can just flow away. Because I can just go, they are nothing. I just, when I say I flow away, I leave them behind and I go away. I'm not trying to open them up or destroy them or whatever. I just leave them behind. And it worked.
Away. Good.
And it's, when I tell it to people, then they don't understand, because I don't have to work for it. I don't have to do anything for it.
You don't enforce it. Yes.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so simple.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the only word, but simple. And it's that's why our brain can't catch it.
Yes. Sometimes, from what I've noticed or experienced, is if you present a solution, it is often, most of the time, it's just too simple to grasp that it could actually help, that it could actually be perceived as really, but is it just all about that? You know, that's the perception that I get. That's why I think that the reward system has blurred or has made that common sense in the simplistic resolution of any problem, that it's blurred it. Because, but if I do this and I walk, if I walk on my bare feet over coals, and this is not in reference or in any derogatory way to any person who's doing a spiritual journey like that, but this is just as reference, as an example. If I walk on coals and I do this for 10 years or 20 years or 100 years or whatever, and I've cemented it and agreed to it to be part of my next lifetime in incarnation, my reward must be sainthood or godliness. You know, that reward, from what you're saying, or from what you're explaining, from what, if I could also add to what you're saying, is you came to a simple understanding, not as simple, simple is not even the word. Let's put it this way. Let's say a humble understanding. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, that's a right, that's a good word. Yes.
Yes. That if all things are energy based, then I can free myself from those energetic chains because I'm also energy, right?
Yes.
Now, versus someone who chooses to go into the martyrdom, which is a contract on a spiritual level to take part in the narration of the mother of the story, the matrix, the mother of tricks. I often just use mother of tricks, which is it's like Mother Earth's got a coat that doesn't belong to her, so it's matrix. You know, that's just my story.
Yes.
So humble understanding versus expectation / reward, that if all is energy versus having to be a martyr to then get, or be a bleeding heart for a cause, or this or this or that, there's an outcome and there's an outcome. Which one is lighter? You know, it's, yeah, no, like I said, for those viewers who are watching this, this is a lateral thought process in our chat with lovely company. So that's my opinion. What do you feel
Yes.
about the bleeding heart thing, and the martyrdom narration? Would you say that that's part of that can be incorporated into the reward system as well? From what my understanding was, I've just shared with you what I was thinking. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. I think also that's all connected with it. Um, like the bleeding heart is like when you don't get a reward, you have to do the hard work, and you don't get a reward. You
Yeah,
get second place, like sometimes you see in sports,
yeah,
and they're disappointed because they have only second place.
mm,
So they have the bleeding heart.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, when you look at the, like the matrix is like a code for Mother Earth. You see, and the code doesn't belong to her.
yeah.
The code is energy. Then she can just leave it behind.
And she can shrug if the coat doesn't suit her or doesn't fit her. Let's say she doesn't like to be dressed up like a like a
Like a clown.
like
I
a
get the
clown,
word clown. So that's like
like anything. Let's say she doesn't want to wear the armor, the armor anymore. Let's say she wants to wear, just be her natural self. Then
yes,
I think this is what's going on. I think this is related to, I think the reason why we bring up the specific subject on reward is there's so many uh, arms that reach out from that specific subject. I mean, it's incredibly um, linked to what you do is what you sow is what you shall reap, or what you do, this is what happened, cause and effect. I think that's where the reward thing comes from. In all of it, I think if I could make it into something more simple, like get to a root of it, alchemize it, then I would say it has a cause and effect foundation to it. So if I do this, that happens.
yes,
This
yes,
happens if I do this.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. But
In
also,
any way. Yeah.
I almost lost it.
Sorry.
You were saying something, but I lost it now. Uh, no,
So
I
wait.
did lose
No,
it.
no, no, no. I think I can pick up what you were saying. Was it something to do with her coat, that she chose not to wear the clown suit anymore, or the armor?
No, no, afterwards you say something, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay,
And I thought it was really important. So,
it will come up again. It'll come
okay.
up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, for a reward, to get a reward, you have to work really hard. When
That's
you don't have to work hard, then the reward is not as value.
yes,
It's not the value like, oh, I earned it.
yes,
But maybe, oh, now I know. Yes, yes, of course. We all wanna be our authentic self.
do
I
we?
think that's really what everybody is looking for.
I think you're right.
And the reward system takes away the attention of being your really self, your truly self, your whole self.
Yes, I feel that you have hit the nail straight on the head with that. That, I feel, is the crux of all of it. The authenticity versus expectation, which leans itself over to uh, the narration, the story, to wear another coat, to wear another mask, to just be this now, to be that now. Um, we are challenged because mother, father, child, earth is challenging itself to find its original authenticity. So therefore everything else has a knock-on effect. Therefore the coat that she was handed over by so many projected thought patterns into the world has created a chain mail called the matrix, which is a chain mail which holds people in a particular grid system of belief, and diverts them away from their authentic self. Yes, that's my
Yes.
counter answer, or not my counter answer. This is my supportive answer to what you're saying. I feel that
Yes.
is very much the situation that we're looking at specifically
Yes, you're
now.
right. Yes. 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 It's always amazing when we talk. Then uh, you say something, I say something, and then something opens up.
Yes.
And that's what's happened to me now. Like it's opening up possibilities, and then also like, oh, that phase, like I was young and had those rewards, and now I don't have them. But the only reward I can give myself to be my own authentic self,
Yes. Yeah.
and and then it will spread over the world, and then we, yeah,
Yeah.
when we go, like we want to change things. I want the world to change, like be more everybody's equal and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
I think
and
we,
everybody,
yes. Sorry.
sorry,
No, please go ahead. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, when we all start to look for our own authentic self, and that's our reward,
Hmm.
then everything will change.
That I think is actually the actual reward. The the golden cup, the chalice, that story that went around or goes around, the mythological explanation about the Holy Grail,
Yes,
and that it's tied into so many versions and aspects and reflections of the journey of the human spirit, irrespective of the soul. And the Holy Grail is essentially the cup that connects you on your psyche and your heart. If you look at the patterns, if you're looking at the esoteric process of it, I mean, if you look, here's the cup. I mean, the cup is hollow. It's open at the top, and lots of stuff goes in there. And then all of that stuff has to have a foundation to carry it, not so. And the foundation could be your heart, your beliefs, or your authenticity, to choose whether you want to accept that wine or that wine or this water or that soup. It's in the cup. It's not even the cup itself. I mean, it's your choice of being authentic to choose. Yes, I would purified water in this cup, and I'm going to have it. But I must be pure enough within my authentic self to have just that which I'm looking for. So, how are things right now in this world happening? Would you think that it's the, yeah, mind you, you did say, you said you think that, you said you feel that we're going towards a authenticity. Let's say we're being purified to find our authenticity so that we can uh, see that as the reward. Yes, you said that.
yeah, yes,
Um, so what I'm trying to say is nothing to add to that because that's perfect information there. There's nothing to say about it other than to see how the world is busy going through a purifying process, and particularly today, where tomorrow will be the solstice, or tomorrow will be the ring of fire.
Mhm.
And what better way to then purify that which you would like to incorporate authentically into yourself? In other words, shrugging off, getting rid of those coats, getting rid of the outfit, the universe, the this particular universe that's fabricated in lies. Um, so if it goes through a duality process, then yeah, you know what? Let's just go through it with it, but do not take part in it, like you say. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like we did in the past, like all the hard work we did,
Mm,
it isn't necessary anymore.
yes.
We have to step up and go to the next level of healing and of being clear of who you are.
Yeah.
And it's not, we don't, yeah, and it's not like some kind of therapy. It's not necessary, or hey, you don't have to do it anymore. Or, no, you do that when you feel like it, when you
Mm,
want to do it.
mm,
But realize you're just doing it because you are human and not
mm,
because it's necessary.
mm. Very
And
interesting.
yeah, when then you go with other intention to that clearing or that therapy or that
Mm,
group work or having a group meditation or whatever. But then you go with another intention, and then everything changes. When you go, we have to uh, we go with the group and we go do the meditation, and we have to work hard because we have to clear out whatever.
so
Or we go in a group meditation and we do just fun things.
yes, things that are reminding you of your authentic self, and
Yes.
not taking part, or having the choice, the free will,
Yeah.
which will never be taken away now that since it was put in. You're going to have to use it, which is actually not a
Yeah.
bad thing, and it's not a good thing, but it's how you use it, uh, to choose not to take part in other in the way that things might appear to go through right now. It doesn't mean that we're sticking our heads in the sand and pretending it doesn't exist. That's not what we do. We are responding versus reacting to external energies that are going through its own duality, chaos, whatever it is, bleeding heart syndrome thing. We choose not to be taking part of that, because I don't want that milk in my cup. I want my original, authentic milk to be my own, or my own water, or whatever it is in my cup. That's what I think we're going through. So,
Yes.
based on all of this that we've just come to the conclusion, and again, we don't profess that we're going to resolve the matters of the world in one 30-minute conversation, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
This has been an excellent chat with you. Time has sped up really fast while we're having fun.
Yeah, I was also thinking, oh, time is already up, and there's so many more things to say, but we will do that next time, and we go.
Yes,
Yeah, we have a lot of topics we can discuss. So
yes, absolutely. If there's anybody on who watches this and feels that there are some questions that you would like to ask, please feel free to drop a line below the video. This video series will go and will have its own channel eventually, and we will make sure that we keep you guys in the loop. And thank you so much, everyone, for at least just lending your ears to this session. And we hope that you've enjoyed the cup of coffee with us, or cup of tea, or water, or whatever you want to prefer your beverage to be. And much love to you all. Thank you from Armed Heart and Golden Voyage. Gouden Reis, Marieta, and
yeah, thank
myself,
you
Aurora.
everybody. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And what you
Uh,
said, for lending your ears, for listening to us,
Thank
and
you.
just letting us do this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.